him to be killed. He know that. And these fools sitting up here destroying everything, fabric, every fabric of our of democracy. They breaking it down.
Right.
I mean, but I will say this now. Now y'all are saying I don't understand how he got in office. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Whether or not you agree with all of his policies, there is a significant portion of America that benefited economically from his policies or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
when it came to
not policies, but
he
just lack thereof.
He might have not have done anything, and maybe him not being active in some ways allowed a lot of people to get away with some things. Now, I say that just to say, some people might not care about foreign policy. Most people probably don't care about, the everyday, some of the everyday issues aside from economy. Now, my question is, now that I say that, what's the rebuttal to the person that says the only thing I care about is my pockets?
Well, everybody got pockets. And then the thing about it was this: Donald Trump walked into a economy that was set up and established. It was already working. If you asked him what was the one thing he did for the economy, he wouldn't have a word because he didn't do nothing. He did absolutely nothing. You were right. But he benefited. The people that benefited from him was the billionaires, because he had to get his own stuff lined up. He made sure there was money put out there for all his family companies and the business of these billionaires. They got their money and shut these businesses down. They was not concerned about the poor people working every day. It was all about the rich people. And they say he got food. He got food for us. Yeah, the devil's a lie. And, Nancy Pelosi got that food for us. The program's going, but he would not sign it. He would not let it pass until they put his name on there.
Put his name on the check.
No, on the boxes. They made it put his name in there. Yeah, on the check and in the boxes.
Put my name on the check.
Put his name on there. Now he ain't did nothing now. He just this how abusive and a liar this man, hypocrite this man was. He did nothing for this country.
He did, and for the pandemic, he caused the pandemic to grow.
He made it worse.
He said it's a gimmick by the Democrats. And so by the time he jumped in and acknowledged it, you had over 1,800,000 people that died.
And he was claiming it as a hoax. But now he telling us it's a lie. But the guy that was writing the book about him, he told him the truth. And the guy snitched on it.
Snitches get stitches.
While he was trying to deceive the country, the guy that he told the truth to that knew it, y'all stop playing. We ain't no babies. We ain't we ain't stupid. But we don't know. We know he was lying, but we accept.
He played the blame game. That's his
everything.
tactic.
Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
He lying, y'all.
Oh, yes, he blamed, man. Even when he blamed.
And if you say his name is Don, my name is Donald Trump. That's a lie too. His name was not Donald Trump. He had to change to Donald Trump. He had a German name. His name was Draw. It started with DRO. It's like a German name. Yeah. They changed their name to Trump. So a lot of people, he's a lie.
That is true. That is true.
Look it up.
Look it up. I don't already looked it up. You can go look it up too.
Well,
I just really hope that we have more American people that's not falling for lies and shenanigans than we have the people that are. And
let's talk about the facts.
Last thing I heard him say on YouTube was something on the lines of "We need a day of violence."
Oh no!
What?
And then because the the movie The Purge, they were
Yeah.
trying to parallel what he said with that movie The Purge. Like, is he endorsing a day of violence across America?
Well,
Where nobody would get in
surprised.
trouble for nothing that they do. Nobody would get in trouble for anything that they do.
But this is what he
I was
said.
like, wow.
He said, if I don't win, it's going to be a bloodbath.
He did say that.
He
He
said
did
that.
say that.
That is
This guy,
He ruthless.
yes, he is.
It's a lot. It's a lot in there, and I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure, Bishop, you got a scripture before y'all get
I
ready
do.
to move on.
I do have a scripture.
But I just would like to say that it is so important that everyone get out and vote. Let your voice be heard, no matter where you
Right.
are in the United States. Even if you're not in the United States, if you're getting an absentee ballot, if you're one of our soldiers
Yeah,
overseas,
that's
make
right.
sure that you get your absentee ballot. You fill it out properly. Make sure that there are no marks on your absentee ballot, because if there's anything on there, any mark, any smudge, anything like that, they're going to throw out your ballot. Make sure that you don't fill out your ballot in pencil. Make sure you fill out your ballot in black ink only. Don't
Black
fill out
ink
your
only.
ballot.
Yep.
Don't fill out your ballot in blue ink. Don't fill out your ballot in any other color. Okay, so no smudges, no mess ups, no extra marks on. Don't doodle on it. You know how we do. We get excited and draw a smiley face, and you do anything like any mark anywhere outside of what's supposed to be on your ballot, and it will be rejected. Okay, so it's very important. Get that ballot in very early, as soon as possible. Here in Georgia, we just had several United States Postal Service centers shut down just today, which is in coordination with all the trouble we've been having with our postal service system, in which some of our mail has been 2 weeks behind. Some people said even more. So you want to make sure that you get your ballot in early. And if you don't even trust that system, you can always find one of your local uh, uh, ballot precincts where you can take your ballot and put it in the box. Just make sure you double and
Right.
triple check that is the location for your ballot box services in your state and local area. And remember, half the people are voting one way and the other half of the people are voting the other way. It's going to come down to your vote. Remember, he said he only needed, in Georgia, he only needed 11,000 something extra votes. It might be even closer in some of your states. But go ahead, Bishop.
Well, and I do want to let you all know that
It's a vote for Trump. If you don't vote, it's a vote for Trump.
That is true.
that's
That is true.
And I also want to let everyone know that we did have some massive storms to come down the
Yes,
East
he
Coast.
did.
It's still affecting people in Georgia. Some of the people in
Absolutely.
Atlanta. I remember driving by Six Flags and the parking lot was underwater.
Wow.
Just that might have been 2 days ago now, and
That's a lot.
it's
Wow.
probably still wet. Listen, I need y'all. I need y'all to be praying for the people that's all up and down the East Coast. I don't think Augusta still has power yet. There's cities in North Carolina. Listen, we got to keep our hearts and our mind focused on God and focused
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the one that can make a change, the one that can make a difference
Absolutely.
when things are out of our control.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that I say that,
Okay.
it's time for more.
Yeah.
Listen.
Whoa.
It's time for more.
Oh, did we do our scripture?
Oh, we didn't do our scripture,
Let's
but
do
before
our
we get to the
scripture.
next hot topic, hold on. Let's go here. We got that good stuff for y'all.
Yeah.
It's Proverbs 29:2. It
You can read it.
says,
Okay.
when the righteous are increased, the people rejoice.
Mm-hmm.
But when a wicked man beareth rule, the people sigh.
Mm.
Okay.